Ndị be anyị ka ụbọchị nke taa mara na anyị mma. Asị m na ọ ya bala okeke bala oke afọ. Asị m na ọ ya dịrị ndị Igbo niile na mma, na ya dịrị anyị Igbo na mma, na anyị nche ya dị ka echi, na echi ada agwụ agwụ, maka na onye Igbo ka anyị bụ. Ife anyị na-azọ bụ ka o esi dịrị anyị na mma, ọ bụrụ onye ji nke ya. Ma dịka o si dị, ihe a bụ Igbo midia ka anyị si wee na-ewetara unu nnukwu ozi ya dị oke mkpa. Gbasịta maka ihe na-eme na be anyị bụ ana Igbo, ana gbasịta maka ntọrọ ọdịda anyanwụ a na-akpọ Eastern Region, ya bụ Igbo midia. Dịka o si dị, o nwere ihe anyị ga-etinyere unu n'iru akwụkwọ gbasịta maka nnwere onwe a na-azọ, ihe Biafran Prime Minister kwuru n'iru akwụkwọ. Mma achọ ka Igbo mụrụ nze mụọ ọzọ, ka ndị Igbo ji biri, jegodi na ya bụ ife, gee na ya bụ ife, unu ga-esi ya, unu atụkpọ alụ, tinye uche nke unu, ife unu chere gbasịta maka ya bụ ife nwanne anyị nwoke bụ Simon Ekpa kwuru n'iru akwụkwọ. Ọ dị na ka o sikwu m n'ọnụ. Over to you, sir.
You see, this nonsense noise they are making on social media and in their media space. The question borders on two-state creation of Palestine. It's a disgrace. So Biafra people, there is no cause for alarm. When confronted with the question of two-state in Gaza, of course, Blinken showed the dubious character he displayed. Could not answer that question straight. However, we have no permanent enemy and we have no permanent friend. And we, the Biafra people of this current generation, does not change our policies according to whom we meet. We does not change our stand according to who talk to us. Our principle remain firm and stand. We doesn't change our principle. So, those who want us to be friends, we will be friends. Those who does not want us to be friends, we don't want to be friends with them. We have better people in America who understand the plight of Biafra people than the so-called Blinken and his group. They are leaving office very soon. I just want to respond to them that Blinken, if not for the Declaration of Independence State of America in 1776, there will be no Blinken today. If America did not take bold steps, just like Simon Ekpa is taking the risk today, and many Biafrans taking the same risk today, there will be no Blinken. If America did not take this particular bull by its horn against Britain, there will be no America today. Do you people understand it? But today, these are the people who want to tell you the policy. They call it foreign policy. These are the people who turn around after they have fought for their own freedom, enjoying themselves from 1776 till now. They are now telling you how to live your life. They tell you, no, you don't need to declare freedom. No, let us go in peace. They did not go in peace. They fought Britain. The same Britain we are fighting today, the evil Britain did to America have not ended. Britain have not changed on Biafra. That same policy they inflicted on America is the same policy they have inflicted on Biafrans. And our own is worse. And America, not all America, but few corrupt individuals in America who did not understand what freedom fighting is all about. Because Blinken doesn't know anything about freedom fighting. He was not part of those who fought for America. He was born in a platter of gold. He was born in a free world. He was born in a free America. He was not part of it. So he doesn't know what it means to fight for freedom. However, I want to assure Biafran people today that our fight is against the Islamic State of Nigeria, against their military, against their police, against every forces under Nigeria carrying arms in Biafra land. And again, there was no question about separatists. There was no comment about Southeast, South-South. There was no comment about anything Biafra, which is good. They avoided it. But let me tell you one thing. It is deeper than you can ever imagine. They pretend they doesn't take us serious. They pretend that, oh, do not talk about these separatists too. Don't bring them. Don't talk. But behind the door, they discuss it. Behind the door, the main topic today is Biafra. Behind the door, Blinken will be talking about Biafra. The same Blinken, immediately he became the Secretary of State of America. The first thing he did was to remove Nigeria from the country that persecutes Christians. Even when he has not arrived in Nigeria. He was touring Africa. He was from one African country. Before he arrived in Nigeria, he removed them from the list of countries that persecute Christians. Today, nobody asked question about the removal of Nigeria from the country that persecute Christians, about the protests of Christian community and many organizations against the United States that they should include Nigeria as a country that persecute Christian. None of those people ask those questions, ask such questions, because they have arranged it. Country of crime, scam, and criminals. They have arranged the people that are supporting the Islamic State to ask questions. They avoided pertinent questions that has to do with their so-called Nigeria. These are the questions that they should have asked. But of course, it is one-sided. Those who support the government are the ones that are allowed to ask questions. The most important question in the midst of the killings going on in Nigeria today should have been, what is going on with including Nigeria as a country that persecutes Christians? What was the ground for removing Nigeria? These are the questions. Validate, or to validate, give a validation to why America removed Nigeria from the country that. These are the things. Let Blinken defend the removal of Nigeria. They could not do that because all this is about Biafra. Yet they couldn't ask any question about Biafra. All this is about Simon Ekpa is killing military. Simon Ekpa is killing police. Oh, this guy have killed all the security forces. What can we do? That is what they are going to discuss behind the door. But you know what? I want to assure Biafrans that we are not shaking. You see this? We will take this giant gorilla or giant Goliath and we are going to fall it. I want to assure Biafrans one thing today. We will show the world what democracy is all about. That's why we are adopting democratic process, guerrilla war, every approach, every mechanism, everything that we can do to get our freedom is what we are doing. And we call it multi-dimensional approach. They say we cannot get it by gun. We are now adopting the referendum. They say we cannot get it by referendum because they will not validate it. We have carried a gun. They say it cannot be gun. We have beginning to delegitimize them. They say it is not like that. All the multinational corporations in Nigeria operating in Biafra territory will be decolonized. The decolonization has started. I want Biafrans to understand that this giant, we must fall it. And it is going to happen this year. You know, in 2023, when we were building the foundation of Biafra government, a lot of people do not understand it. This is not the time to stay by the side and begin to watch how it will go. It is the time you come in and support this government. Financially, you know, when the enemy want to attack you, they will begin to give you emotional blackmail, telling you, oh, everything is about finance. Everything is about finance. Without finance, you go nowhere. And that's why they always try to mock you. Everything is about finance, so that some of you who doesn't have liver, you will back down. Oh, okay, let us not talk about finance. How are you going to buy gun? How are you going to buy bullet? How are you going to buy many things that you need in order to face this terrorist state? It is finance. Ukraine today, America is funding Ukraine. They have not succeeded and they are still at war. Every day, Ukraine is sourcing for money from one country to another. And that is how it is going to be until they finish and win the war, if they can win at all. So one thing I want to tell Biafrans today is that when they think that they will come with their shenanigan by inviting Secretary of State, so that they will pretend that they will come to demonstrate that, oh, America is with us. America will not come to Biafra land and fight. Blinken cannot carry AK-47 to come and kill us. That is the one thing I want to assure. And they can never send military to come and kill us. We will fight them back. Believe me, this is a very delicate issue. When you come, there are countries standing by that will embrace us. So I want Biafrans not to shake. This year, we will declare the restoration of independent state of Biafra for the benefit of mankind, for the benefit of America itself, for the benefit of Europe, because if Nigeria is not disintegrated by force, they will become a threat to America and Europe. Of course, people like Blinken are only protecting their own political interest. It is not the interest of Americans. Because when Nigeria will sponsor terrorist attack in America, it is not going to go to Blinken house to kill. They are not going to go to Blinken house to kill him. They will target American populace and American citizens. When Abdul Muttalab wanted to bomb America, none of the American politicians were in the plane. The plane were carrying ordinary American citizens. So their target can never be all these politicians who depend on their selfish interests and does not think anything about their citizens. So Blinken coming to Nigeria does not validate anything. It can never stop the disintegration of Nigeria. It can never stop Biafrans from carrying arms for self-defense. It can never stop us from making sure that we neutralize the terrorists in our land who come in the name of Nigeria Army. And the best thing is that it was not even discussed publicly. So my fellow Biafran, as you can see, we have more listeners on this space than whatever that was listening to Blinken. On channel television, there were just 600 people, including myself. Here we have over 800 listening without much notice. And they say democracy is by the majority, by the people, and for the people. We control the media. We have defeated Nigeria. Today we are going to conduct self-referendum under the Biafra government in exile. And it is electronic voting, e-voting system. There will be no rigging. Your only job as a Biafran is to make sure you vote, mobilize Biafrans, your fellow Biafrans, or your family members to go and vote for Biafra referendum. We are looking for 20 million plus. 20 million plus because the people that registered to vote in the entire Biafra territory during the Nigeria shambolic election was 25 million people, or 24 million. From that 24 million, over 20 million people boycotted this shambolic election called Nigeria on the order of the Biafra government. They boycotted it. Everybody witnessed it. So we are looking for that 20 million. That is the number we are looking for to start with. Let us see after this referendum, let us see who will come and stand on our way. And like I have said, for those who are asking questions, listening attentively what is going to happen after the referendum. After the referendum, we will call the result. When we call the result during the convention, the second convention and the historic convention in Finland, we will now intensify the guerrilla warfare after the declaration. Our target then will be government houses, making sure we give them order, ultimatum, to leave Biafra land. Failing to leave the next day, immediately the end of that ultimatum is given, the next day, our target will be government houses. Our target will be barracks because this is where they stay to plan the killings of Biafra people. And to defend our land, our women, and our children, we must go to the government house to neutralize them. We must make sure there is no Nigeria radio station will be operating in Biafra territory under this government after the declaration. This is where we are going, our people. There is clear direction. There is clear road to where we are going. After that, when we have gained our ground, we will use prisoners to exchange other prisoners that they have captured in Biafra land, including our leader, Mazin Amdekan. This is the way forward, my people. And on this note, I will welcome questions and answers for those who are still confused about what we are doing. The host, co-host, and the Minister of Information and the Deputy, over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, the indomitable PM of the Biafran people, the Agone Chamber 1 of Biafra. Biafran salute your courage and tenacity and your stand. One Nigeria is just a giant when it comes to massacring babies, women, and children, and men. And they are not giants in any other thing that has to do with preservation of lives. So, America has funded One Nigeria before with Super Tucano and many other weapons which they use to massacre the indigenous people, specifically the Biafran people in Biafra land. I don't know where their Lehi law has gone, that they cannot look into their Lehi law, but because of their corruption and the foundation which One Nigeria is built and what they stand to gain as interest, they will never go for what is right. That is why they will see no peace until Biafra is restored. My Minister Vam Vam Vam, I salute you from there and every other Biafrans in this space. Like my PM said, those that are still confused and need clarifications on one or two things, throw in your questions. My Minister said something before we give the mic to the Biafran people. Thank you.
Thank you, my able leader, Minister of Information. And I want to appreciate our PM. Thank you so much, PM. And without further ado, we can see that we are on the winning side and on winning ways. Just like the PM always would say, we are airborne and there's nothing that can stop us. You know, this victory is already contagious. So many people that have been singing One Nigeria before, today you see some of the SAN, even those that fought for Tinubu, people like Olisaba Koba and the rest of them, they are the ones even crying today and saying that Nigeria, there is nobody that said that we cannot break or Nigeria cannot break. They are the ones that are already singing it. And then all we need to do is to just keep paving our ways because we have given the templates. And I bet you with my 10 fingers and my 10 toes, all these ignoramus will follow suit very, very soon. Some of them will be starting very late because we have gone very, very far. Please bring your questions up. Let the questions be 60 seconds because the PM might just want to end it quickly. So do it very quickly so that we'll be able to cover up the number of people that are here. My Minister of Information, I will be here to take them out, bring them in, and let's go. Thank you very much, my Minister.
Please, questions first and go straight to the point. Clary Dims, speak the mic, please. Clary Dims, speak the mic. Clary Dims, speak the mic, please. Clary Dims, are you there? Pick the mic.
I am here. Thank you very much. Thanks for this opportunity. Thank you, my Prime Minister. Simon Ekpa Njoku. First, I want to make a comment and then I'll ask the question. I believe the comment is, I believe Secretary Blinken is still in Nigeria tonight, and I think he's probably using a fake account to listen to us. If he's not doing that, I hope he gets this recorded space meeting and try and listen to what we're doing here. That's my comment to him, and that's my message to him. But my question to you, Prime Minister, is that it seems to be, you know, we just look. I mean, personally, I'm looking at it literally. It seems to me that there is some development, changes happening within the Nigerian space, where the current president is moving some strategic places from Abuja to Lagos, and you can see the northern group, they are all jumping up and down the place. Their information we don't know about Abuja that is going to happen, which they are not telling the citizen. If they think they can't defend Abuja and they want to move all their strategic places back to Lagos, I just want to ask you this question. I know you might want to just tell us what you know about that or your opinion about what's happening and how it's going to impact on what we are doing. Thank you.
Thank you very much. First of all, I want to inform BIAFRANS that when Blinken came to Finland, I submitted a letter to him. And that letter was given to him by his own personal security here in Finland. That was last year. So, and I believe that he read that letter very, very well. Because what we are doing is a lot of people don't know what is going on. To your question about relocation of strategic offices to Lagos, of course, Tinubu is preparing for Biafra and Nigeria breakup. He knows very well. He knows that I can never, ever betray Biafra people and I can never back down. He knows that we have gone too far and he knows we have the template to break Nigeria up. Every one of them knows that, including the pig in the creek. I know how they cry and I know what they are saying. So Tinubu is aware that Nigeria has come to an end. So what he's trying to do now is to grab whatever he can grab to the Yoruba side. While the Northerners are feeling so disappointed because they thought he was going to die the next day. He was peeing in his pants. They don't know that the man is a criminal, a born criminal. He was just acting. Small time you will see something coming from his pants. They say, oh, Tinubu is peeing. He's going to die tomorrow. And then small time he will carry drip, carry this one, and was walking up and down. And very soon he behave as if he wanted to fall down. They will hold him. And Shetima was saying, move on. You move on, you can make it. You can make it. They were thinking that he's going to die the next day. That is exactly the same thing Buhari did before he died. Now, after they declare him winner, thinking that the Boko Haram will become the president and all that, the man never entered Aso Rock and sleep overnight. As I'm talking to you today, the only thing that will make Tinubu to sleep in Abuja tonight is that Blinken is there, and maybe he can sleep there. Tinubu is ruling Nigeria from Lagos, the same way Hope Uzodinma is ruling Imo State from Abuja. That is what is going on. So, Fulani are disappointed. They never expected that Tinubu is going to be alive. And they haven't seen the way, the momentum of the Biafra liberation.
And by Darun Linenu, Yabukwa Igbo media, I see when I would take on Nupozia do Kemba. The guy si Kununkwa, and the guy si Nabambo, Ewodike, in a new update. Buye basta makifene mena anibo bayi and ngolo wenkanazo. O ya bunkwa kai anyị kwere unu ana anyị ga na-emezu ya. Ọzọ dịka ibe ya bụ iwe ọchịa ihe a kịta ị nụrụ n'elu akwụkwọ Biafran Prime Minister kwuru, gwa onwe gị eziokwu n'ụdị nke gị na nchịkọta mmụọ gị ka arụ iwelitela anyị n'ihe a, maka oke ihe ga na-esi na-emezi. O nwere ebe ekweta na ndị Igbo ya anọ, o nwere ebe anyị sịrị anyị nọrọ. Igbo abụlọ senate president, Igbo abụlọ vice president, nothing. And na ụmụ ihe ndị niile amegasịkwa anụ ụmụnne anyị esokwu na-agba ụwofa mgba maka oke ife ya je megidezie ajụrụzi asị ma ọ gịnị na-emezi ọ dị ka arụ achọziri ime anyị. Negodin ka obodo si dị ka e mere ji jide nwanne anyị nwoke bụ Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na mkpọrọ akwa maka ndị Igbo. Gịnị ka ihe ọjọọ mere? Maka ọ sị na Igbo ga-adị, maka ọ sị na anyị ga-adị, na anyị ga-adị ka echi na echi ada agwụ agwụ. O nwere ihe ọzọ eji jide ya? Jụọ onwe gị ajụ a, gịnị ka eji jide Maazị Nnamdi Kanu? Ọkwa maka ọ sị na Igbo ya adị. Biko ọ dịghị ka iwe chetara ife a bụ Igbo midia anyị na-asụ n'onu be anyị, ọnụnụ be anyị ka anyị na-asụ. So biko ọ bụ na ede anụ Igbo iwe ewe na gị, ọnụnụ be anyị ka anyị ji akọwa ihe na-eme ebe a. Ka ego ọkwa na ya anyị na-ekwu bifo unu ekwe n'iwe ka ife onye ndu melụ, ọ sị na ya na-eme mgbomgbe ndị Igbo na-abịa ya n'alụ, ọ na-ewute ya. Simon Ekpa pini ya, anyị agbaba ya mgba ka e mere obedient movement. Akwa wuru okwu Maazị Nnamdi Kanu kwuru before ejide ya, they will never give you that president, that seat. Akwa doro na ya na Peter Obi winere mana nyere ya. Gịnị ka ha si ya bụ mba Igbo mana na ife maka oke esi na-ekwuzi okwu ọka ife ga na-esi na-emezi. Ọ bụ na ịkpọrọ onwe gị mitin, chụkọ onwe gị ọnụ, jụọ onwe gị ajụ a ka ebe ịkwụ n'obodo a bụ Naijiria. Ajụ nchọkwa onye ọbụla bụ onye Igbo na-ege m ntị n'elu akwụkwọ a, jụọ onwe ya, na na-ejicha onwe gị ya bụ ife isaa ya. Ọ gwụna ka m n'ọnụ. Ihe a bụ Igbo midia. Daalụ n'ụmụnne.